Good morning, everyone,
There I am.
and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Doing really well. Wanted to take advantage of the nice weather yesterday. I have already done all my chores,
Really?
so I just stood outside.
Well, it's a great day to stay outside, and it will be that way all week long today. Mostly sunny, high 72. By Thursday, we could hit 80 degrees, near record highs. Well, not that near. 87 is record high for warmest temperature of this week in April, but enjoy it all week long.
When it hits 80, you take the staff out for ice cream. So
Yeah,
we're close.
It's a JTV tradition. We go out for ice cream when the temperature hits, first time the temperature hits 80. Is that right, Brandon?
I thought it was 70.
It used to be 70, but I think it's 80 now. Can we take a look outside? Our hometown heating, cooling, and more sky cam. Beautiful day. I think, like you said, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Good luck finding a parking space at any of our parks because everyone's going to be enjoying that free, fresh air.
Golf courses will be super busy all this week.
Yes.
And I think the Masters helps kick off.
Yeah, you watch that Masters all day, and of course you want to go right out and play for sure.
What was your favorite part of the Masters this year?
I think my favorite part was seeing Jon Rahm win. I didn't want Brooks Koepka to win.
Yeah, I liked, I think CBS does an awesome job with the Masters. And after he walked off the 18th green and hugged his wife and his two little boys, very emotional. And it's such an emotional
Yeah,
time.
that's become my new favorite scene in sports, the winner of the Masters and then that long walk back to sign the scorecard. Very, very cool. Very
Except
cool.
the year Patrick Reed won.
I don't remember that. I didn't watch the end of that.
One of my picks to win the Masters, Will Zalatoris. Do you know what happened yesterday?
He's had surgery.
Yep, out for the whole year.
Shoot.
Back surgery.
Shoot.
Too bad. Well, hopefully he'll be back next year better than ever.
Yeah. Pickleball. Now that's a sport that's cheaper to play than golf. Pickleball, we'll have these later on the show. Some pickleball courts were opened at Cascades. You know, it's the fastest growing sport in the country. Over 5 million people play, but we have a pickleball court shortage. Did you know that?
Well, luckily for Jackson, we will have new pickleball courts at the Cascades yesterday morning. Officials of Jackson County Parks and American One Credit Union had a quiet little groundbreaking ceremony, and they expect a big deal when they have the ribbon cutting, hopefully by August of this year. They hope to have them done by late summer.
Yeah, I hope so. Hope so.
Have you ever played pickleball?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
I have too.
Yeah, I have. It's been around since the 60s, but it's really just taken over the country. So the expected growth through 2030, 7%. How about that?
It's only a matter of time before we have pickleball leagues professionally on TV.
Oh yeah, it's going to happen for sure. The Concord Classic weekend, Matt Lehman and his team out at Concord High School, they have set dates for that. It will be June 23rd to 25th, the Concord Classic. That's always a fun event we look forward to in the summer.
It's always around my birthday.
It is.
Yeah, thanks to Concord for celebrating my birthday with the Concord Classic. April is Distracted Driving Month, and in Lansing this week, 3 bills are being discussed and likely will be introduced after they pass their way through committee. And they are being introduced, one by Representative Matt Kolazar. He said our Michigan, did you know we have distracted driving laws in Michigan?
I've heard of that.
Yeah, so all it says is it specifically bans texting while driving, and that's it. One of the new laws would make it illegal to use your phone at all while driving. No use of your phone at all while driving.
I think, let's be real about this. I think there's just not enough law enforcement to keep track of all this. But if you do get seen doing this, expect to get pulled over. I thought it was the law for the last 10 years or so.
So you've been thumbing your nose at that law?
I haven't been thumbing my nose at the law. I'm just looking around. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
but I thought it was a law 10 years ago
You know where you see it a lot?
on the highway.
And right here downtown. People, as they're driving slow, they think, well, I'm driving slow enough, I can watch videos as I go down Michigan Avenue. The Kiefer Foundation, named in honor of Mitchell Kiefer, he was killed on 9/96 several years ago. His dad has been very heavily involved in trying to make distracted driving and no cell phone use laws nationwide, and he is one that is expected to testify today in Lansing. And after I've seen so many near misses with distracted driving and cell phone use, I'm in favor.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people who use the headsets as well. That seems to work pretty well. Hey, Jackson native on the ice, Carter Mazur. Good Lord, he's turning into quite the stud. He had one assist last night for the Grand Rapids Griffins. Third-round pick out of Denver. He's played 6 games for the Griffins, and 3 goals, 3 assists. He should be a wing next year. That'll be very exciting. Very exciting. Jackson's own Carter Mazur. Of course, Denver won the NCAA title last year, and so hopefully. One of our own.
Yes, and
next year.
There's permanent evidence of Carter's impact on Jackson. He helped his dad, Jeff Mazur, and grandpa, Stan Mazur, plant flowering trees in the Cascades.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, he is a unbelievable hockey player.
Well, here's something that will hit the spot this week. McDonald's announced a new McFlurry will be introduced for a limited time. Have you heard about it?
Mm-mm.
It's the strawberry shortcake McFlurry.
Wow, Brandon.
Doesn't that look good? Creamy vanilla soft serve with strawberry flavored clusters and crispy buttery shortbread cookies, all in the McFlurry. I think I'm going to get one.
Well, please do, and tell us how it tastes.
I will.
Okay, very good.
It's also the start of wedding season, and in Las Vegas, people are getting married left and right.
Yeah.
Bennifer got married at the Little White Wedding Chapel. Did you know that?
They got married again?
Well, when they did get married, they went to the Quickie Wedding Chapel, and now, this weekend, you can get married in front of the wedding chapel and in front of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Oh, gosh.
For a limited time, you can sign up and have your wedding at the Wienermobile of Love. You select your preferred 30-minute time slot on either this Saturday, April 15th, or Sunday, April 16th. Oscar Mayer is covering all of the costs of the ceremony except travel, and each ceremony will be officiated by an official Oscar Mayer hot dogger. Each couple will get a wiener-shaped cake, photos of their big day, and they'll walk down the aisle to the unmistakable sound of
Did you hear that?
a live wiener whistle quartet.
I got a question. Aren't the trash dying off that like this type of thing? Does that make sense?
Oh, Ben Affleck and Jennifer got...
Yeah, no, but this whole thing with the hot dogs, we saw the Wienermobile in Traverse City once. Do you remember
We did.
that? Yeah.
I've seen it twice.
Yeah. If you'd like to opt for a more traditional wedding, the Cascades Manor House has openings available.
Yeah, that would be much more memorable
Yes.
and classier wedding. So, and they still have openings.
I just don't understand the people that are obsessed with like a brand like that. It's crazy.
Some people love hot dogs.
It's weird. Very, very, very weird. The NBA playoff play-in games start tonight. Are you familiar with that?
I am, and Los Angeles hopes to get into the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I hope so. So here's what happens tonight. The Heat and Hawks will play at 7:30, and then the Lakers and Timberwolves will play at 10. And Brandon, what happens?
Who's going to win?
Yeah.
The Lakers. And the other team, I don't care.
The Lakers.
Okay, well, we would all love the Lakers to be in the playoffs, but the NBA finally gets interesting as the playoffs are here. At least at my house, I enjoy the playoffs.
Yeah, it's typical. The season doesn't really start until
That is true.
the playoffs.
That is true.
A lot of sports are like that.
That is true. Our show today brought to you by Heather Herndon, and each week Heather reminds us why it's great living in Jackson. And this week We are talking about Veritas, right across the street from us. Now, their spring hours, make note of this, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 4 to 10. Then they're going to be closed Sunday and Monday. They have a lot of events going on as well. Visit VeritasJackson.com. Thanks to Heather Herndon and the entire Herndon team at Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Heather recently just sold a house 2 doors down from ours, so I'm going to get some new
nice.
neighbors. I don't know who they are. Maybe I'll bring blueberry muffins to their house. Do you ever do
Well-
that? Do you think people still do that? When
Oh, yeah,
people move in the
bring-
neighborhood?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? When you buy a new house from Heather Herndon, she delivers this giant gift basket of goodies to welcome you to your new home.
That's funny. Very, very funny.
Today, American One Credit Union is sponsoring a special event for Lean Rocket Local. It is the Lean Rocket Local fundraiser held at the American One Event Center, 11:30 this morning. You can still get tickets. Visit our website on Today in the J, and you can click a link, and they've got a very special guest speaker.
Yeah, keynote speaker Sean Harper, former NFL player. So excited to attend that event today.
And everybody that buys a ticket, they get a book.
They
and
get
I
a book.
think he'll sign every single one of them.
Really? Very good. Awesome. I'd like to say hi to Mike Blair, who is watching from the office today. I saw Mike yesterday at Blair's Car Care. It's take your car in and get it ready season for me. I let so much stuff go over the winter because it's so cold and I don't want to get out of my car one more time. So cars at Blair's getting fixed up.
Yeah, and as you plan your travel, a word of warning from the FBI, do not use the public mobile charging stations because people are infecting phones with malware.
What?
Yeah, so like at the airport, you know, there's a thing like this.
Oh yeah,
and
I don't trust those.
Don't use those because you could get malware on your phone. Bring your own cord and your own.
Bring your own charging device, Brandon.
Yes, bring your own charging device.
Really? Wow.
Our show being brought to you today by Vermeulen's, and this Saturday is Vermeulen's one-day mattress warehouse sale. It's happening at the Vermeulen's warehouse on High Street from 10 till 6. If you're in the market for a new mattress, this is the day to get it at Vermeulen's.
I've always wondered, you know, people say, I need a new mattress. Why don't you get a new mattress? It's one of the most important things. You use it every single day,
Spend
right?
most of your life.
Half of your day you spend on it. Well, almost half probably. Why would you sleep in discomfort? That's the one thing you need.
We were in North Carolina when we were there. They were having a neighborhood garage sale. in
Really?
My sister's development.
You didn't tell me about that.
It was the day after you. It was the day you left was Saturday.
In the gated community?
Yeah, in the gated community, and these people, they put out a mattress. They put out mattresses. They think people want your used mattress. No one wants your used mattress.
How did they let? It's a nice community.
It's a nice community.
You know, they have a security guard and a gate.
yeah.
But how do people go to a garage sale?
They open up the gates.
Really?
They let people come in.
Oh, I bet
Yeah.
some of the rich
The
don't like
riffraff,
that.
riffraff can come in and take your mattress.
I bet some of the rich that live all the way down at the end do
don't like
not care for that garage sale. What I like to do is when one of my neighbors has a garage sale, we'll do a pop-up garage sale. So look for that coming
It's garage sale season.
coming this
We're going
spring.
to see it this week.
Let's get to some scores for Extreme Dodge. Hey, did you know Extreme Dodge has a new oil change building that'll get you in and out fast while you wait?
And soon you'll be able to get off the highway to go to it.
Yes, you will. And if you haven't driven by, it's awesome new Jeep building at Extreme. Here's our baseball scores. Napoleon, big win over Reading, Quincy over EJ twice, and Lansing Eastern and Jackson split. Chelsea got the win over Lumen. And softball, Grass Lake took 2 from Western. Napoleon took 2 from Reading. East Jackson took 2 from Quincy. And Howell, 2 from Northwest. All sweeps on the girls' side. Girls soccer, Columbia Central 4, Michigan Center 1, Kazoo Christian 5, Lumen Christie 0. Langsburg beat Northwest 6-1. and Loy Norix beat Western 3-1. Not a very good night for our local soccer teams. Here's what's coming up on deck tonight, and the weather should be beautiful for the events coming up tonight. But a lot of baseball, Onset at Columbia, Concord at Bronson, Springport at Homer, and then softball. Then we've got track underway. Tecumseh will be at Jackson High, and that's what's coming up. That's our scoreboard on deck and such. Visit jtv.tv for more scores, schedules, photos.
Yeah, one other sports note. Congratulations to Michigan State University baseball coach Jake Boss Jr. logging his 400th win over the weekend in a victory over Ohio State, 7-1.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. A lot going on tonight.
Yeah,
and this is catch-up week because a lot of things were rained out last week.
Yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show. We're going to get things started with Cindy Harrison and Lauren Kaiser right after this quick break.
Vinci. Finding my place here was easy. I've never felt like I had to fit a mold. I'm free to be myself and step outside the box. My favorite part of being a Da Vinci student is exploring my talents and discovering what makes me unique. Robotics, art, math, basketball, ROTC. It's what makes you, you. It's what makes you fit at Da Vinci. Learn more about Da Vinci Student Center education at davincinow.org.
You need a plumber? From leak repairs to new construction. Grimes Plumbing Company, licensed and insured, proudly serves the Jackson area with fast, reliable service. No hot water, drains clogged? Call Grimes Plumbing today, proudly serving Jackson County.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
At Windy Hill Creations, our goal is to put
Today's show is brought to you by Total Landscaping, Inc. For over 26 years, Total Landscaping has offered residential and commercial landscape services at fair and reasonable prices. Free estimates and fully insured. Visit TotalLandscapingInc.com. The Jackson School of the Arts has the Fairy Festival coming up, their 16th annual. It will be April 28th and 29th. Buy your tickets online at jacksonarts.org/fairy.
Next on our show, we welcome from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, Vice President Human Resources, Cindy Harrison, and from the Jackson Area Career Center, Assistant Principal Lauren Kaiser. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Cindy's also Vice President of HR for Henry Ford Health Central Market. Great to have you here. So you two are teaming up for something.
We are. We're very excited about this.
What do you got going?
We are doing a healthcare camp, our first ever, June 19th through the 23rd, for Jackson Public Schools and Western kids who are in 6th to 8th grade.
So I went to, baseball camp, basketball camp,
Football camp.
science camp. What about healthcare camp? Tell me about this idea and how it came to be.
So this is so exciting. We need healthcare workers. And this is an area that we don't have as much access to talent as our counterparts in the Detroit area.
Right.
So we decided about a year and a half ago we needed to grow our own. So we started thinking about how that might work and started partnering with the Jackson Public Schools and the Career Center and Jackson College to develop a healthcare curriculum and to start talking to kids in middle school about health careers. Mm-hmm. So we came up with this idea of having a camp to expose kids to health careers. I think when kids think about health careers, they think doctor, nurse.
And that's
but
it,
there
right?
are so many other opportunities. So we started talking with the Career Center, and Dan and Lauren were all in. So we are having kids in that week. They'll be at the hospital. We'll provide transportation through the schools. Kids will be dropped off at their school. We'll pick them up, bring them to the hospital, and they'll have the opportunity to see the OR, the emergency room, the lab, X-ray imaging, all those areas that you might not think about, and see what happens there, and talk to our professionals. We'll provide a snack and lunch, and then they'll go to the Career Center and do some cool science experiments.
Yeah.
And Lauren could probably talk more about that part of it.
Pretty cool for the kids. You don't get to just walk around the OR casually.
Right.
No.
Right. And it's great that they'll be seeing all the different areas, as you mentioned. And then, after lunch, they'll come out to Career Center, where they're going to work with Career Center instructors and see various sides of the healthcare career from different perspectives. So they'll work with our instructors who are nursing instructors and also our EMS instructor. So they'll have one day where they will see what an EMS life looks like. They'll see the ambulance, they'll see what that career path might take. They'll get to climb inside the ambulance, check out all the different aspects of it. Our instructors are really excited about being able to show students, hey, this is something else that you can do when you're in high school. Here's an introduction to the healthcare fields, but also look at these cool programs that you can have to create that building block toward your future. So we're very excited
cool.
about that.
Will they experience Andy's favorite part of the hospital, the cafeteria?
Absolutely.
Most underrated part.
Well, and so important. Food also promotes health, if you're eating healthy food. So they will be in food service and housekeeping. They'll see all of the opportunities. And then once they've been with us and they see kind of what they're interested in, we have a whole healthcare curriculum between the Career Center, the public schools, and Jackson College that we could take them all the way through to their associate's degree, and with Michigan State if they want to complete their BSN or other after that.
Is there a cost for this?
There is no cost.
Ooh.
Completely free.
That's unbelievable.
It's amazing. I was just telling Cindy, the cost of camps, summer camps. I'm signing my kids up for summer camps. And
what's 6 hours cost, right?
It's a lot. It is a lot. So an opportunity that is definitely not one to look away from. And you mentioned our partnership with the college. I think that's great to talk about as well. One of the days we're actually going to have the students on the campus of JC. They're going to go through the labs there. They'll see what it looks like. So they'll get experiences in each of the buildings.
That's awesome. When you're in the hospital, sometimes the doctor will come in trailed by 3 or 4 students. They also weigh in on a diagnosis. Will the middle school kids get to give their opinion on what's wrong with it?
It wouldn't be a good idea at this point. In the future, if they go through a healthcare college courses, they would be able to do that.
What about a deadline for interested parents to sign their young kids up?
May 1st deadline.
Okay.
Real easy. All they need to do is go to henryford.com/camp.
Cool. How many kids will you be taking?
We'll do 30 kids.
Nice.
And we'd love to have a waiting list.
Yeah.
So,
You're going to fill up like that.
I hope so. And if it goes well, we'll expand it next year.
And I'm sure you're going to get kids that at that moment, while they're at the camp, they're going to make that decision that, wow, this is where I want to be.
That's what we hope.
I didn't know there was any jobs outside of doctor and nurse until recently, really.
There are so many
Yeah.
things that
So
they're going
many.
to see. It's
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
what they're going to be exposed to during this experience.
Yeah.
Well, you actually, I mean, you've got one of those frequent punch cards.
I do, yes. Yeah. Thank you, Dr.
At the
Kim.
hospital, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes they're not for me, they're for my family.
Right.
members, right? Sometimes I'm visiting.
Well, and one of the things too that students are going to be exposed to is physical therapy.
Yeah.
And some of our students see physical therapy through, sports injuries or things like that too. So this is a great window into that. So they'll be spending some time. It doesn't necessarily have to be emergent care or
Right.
something where, you go to the doctor because you're sick, but the PT aspect is something we're excited about as well.
How many health career paths do you have at the Career Center, Lauren?
So currently we have Health Tech 1 and 2, but we also have dental. We also have fire, which has a partnership with Jackson College to get that EMS certificate. So there are different paths into healthcare, and we need students for each one of those paths. And we are excited to get kids exposure to all these
Yeah,
things.
this is very cool. Very, very cool idea.
Cindy, are there careers at Henry Ford where all you need is a high school diploma or some sort of career tech?
There are several. High school diploma, there are clerical positions, food service, EVS, which is, our EVS in a hospital is sort of infection control. I mean, it's a very important position, and I think people don't really think about how important that is when they're working in a hospital. There are also several positions, MA, nurse's assistant, lab tech, lab assistant, that some of those positions just take a certificate to complete to be able to work with us. We'll be doing a nursing assistant program through the Career Center and MLK later this summer. That's a 2-week program, and then we could hire them to work with us. So those are opportunities for adults too.
Yeah, so you're reaching deep, way into middle school to get future employees. You've got some patience.
Yes.
You have
Patience,
to.
pardon the pun. In the hospital, I think we haven't been able to really get into the hospital because of the pandemic. So
Right.
this is opening really
Yes.
for the first time for a lot of these people.
Absolutely. And
Absolutely.
we're putting a couple of scholarships together too for nursing that will be available in the next couple of months. So lots of opportunities for careers in healthcare.
What do you think will be the most surprising for the kids over the course of the camp?
I think some of the things will be kind of the coolest. I think the lab will be amazing to some of them. X-ray imaging, I think they don't think about. You break a bone, this is what it looks like on an X-ray. This is what an MRI machine is like. This is how we look at these images and how we make a decision about your treatment.
Yeah, I think these middle school kids, you're going to be overwhelmed. They're going to sign up right away, and then you're going to have, this will be a permanent part of what you guys are doing
That's
together.
what we're hoping.
Yeah.
And right now we are kind of narrow in the fact that we're partnering with Jackson Public and Western, but we're really hoping that with the success of this, that we'll be able to expand it to other schools in the county,
Yes.
Get more teachers on board, really send a broad net, because we'd love to get as much interest as possible.
Absolutely. And there's nothing to lose. It's free.
Yeah.
So kids
Free.
can come and just have a great, fun week and maybe start a new career.
Are there any requirements of the students to be participants in the camp?
They just have to have their vaccinations up to date.
Okay. That sounds pretty easy.
Easy enough.
Easy enough?
So sign up like right now
Yes.
before it's too late. Well, really cool program. I'm sure we'll look in on camp once it's up and running.
It'd be great.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so much for
Thank you for
having
having
us. Yeah.
Cindy Harrison is Vice President, Human Resources for Henry Ford Health Central Market, and Lauren Kaiser is Assistant Principal at the Jackson Area Career Center. More of the morning show. Stay tuned.
Skin Blues. The good news? Farm Suds is now open in downtown Jackson, and we have the skin products you need to breeze into spring like winter never happened. All of our products are formulated and whipped up right on site using high-quality natural ingredients. Products like soap made the old-fashioned way with milk from a local farm, body butter, face serum, dog shampoo, plastic-free zero-waste bathroom and kitchen products, and so much more. We're located at 229 South Mechanic Street, right next to Busy Bee Cafe in downtown Jackson, or in Chelsea, a few doors north of the Common Grill. We can't wait to meet your skin.
Your new ride is waiting for you at Avenue Auto. We've been giving Jackson great deals on pre-owned vehicles for 27 years. With 80 or more vehicles on the lot, each with a free warranty, we're your family-owned and operated choice in Jackson.
Now is Extreme's Ram Make the Switch event. Did you know you can custom order a new Ram for less than buying one, and you'll have it in 10 to 12 weeks? Also, have you seen the new Jeep lineup? Lease prices are great this month. Finally, the Extreme buying team would like to purchase your vehicle. Extreme pays top market value. It's easy, safe, and you get paid on the spot. Visit Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh, yeah.
Do you do landscaping? Yes, we do. Our landscaping is creative and innovative. We'll make sure your yard is beautiful. Do you do irrigation systems? Yes, our irrigation systems are top of the line and will be designed to fit your watering needs. What about lawn care? We do that too. Our lawn care services will continue to keep your yard healthy and help it grow. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, serving South Central Michigan since 1986.
Hi, I'm Tim Horsch, founder of the Loyal Handyman General Contracting. For over 25 years, our respected firm has specialized in high-end design, renovation, and new builds. From conception to completion, we handle the entire project, giving our clients the peace of mind that the renovation will be completed efficiently and beautifully. Our award-winning designs are magnificent showpieces. One-of-a-kind craftsmanship from a one-of-a-kind firm. Let us create your dreams.
The ORS Race Series has another race, and it is on April 29th. It's the FCA Family Service and Children's Aid Run, Saturday, April 29th. Starts at the middle school at Parkside. You can sign up by visiting orsraceseries.com.
New location.
New location, yes. New location.
Forward to that.
Yes.
Now with us from Penn Chiropractic, Dr. Randy Penn. Morning, Randy.
Good morning.
Morning, Doc.
Good morning, Andy. Great to see you.
So we're talking about discs today. Discs. Everyone hears the term like bulging disc or rotator cuff. What is it? What is a disc?
So there's discs in between each vertebrae in the spine. So they act like a shock absorber. Right, that's kind of like it's a cushion, but it allows us mobility. Unfortunately, those discs can bulge or herniate. That's kind of the condition where that then puts pressure on the nerve system. Those delicate nerves, they can come out of the lower spine, they can shoot down the legs, they can come out of the neck, and they can shoot down the arms. So when we have a bulging or herniated disc, it's a result of usually an alignment issue first. Then we get in a vulnerable position, and then all of a sudden that disc there's ligaments there that can tear, and the inside of the disc starts to protrude or herniate into the canal, and it can compress the cord. It can also compress those delicate nerves that you may have heard sciatic nerve, right?
Yes.
That's a nerve that shoots all the way down the legs, right? So that's really the focus of what we're doing today with our latest technology is to decompress the disc, create a negative pressure, and allow that herniation to suck back in. It's kind of like a vacuum phenomena, so it's really curative in terms of how we can help people today.
And you've brought new technology with disc centers, and you have disc centers in Jackson right at Penn Chiropractic now, and talk a little bit about some of the things you're able to do. But I know a lot of people are seeking this option
It's the pain. People
Well, I
such
mean,
a
you know,
painful-
you were talking about the pain people are having. Picture people walking around all day with this pain. No wonder everyone's in a bad mood all the time. But this is an option in lieu of surgery in a lot of cases, Doc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without question. We have nearly 90% success rate with having people avoid risky, well, certainly addictive narcotics.
Right.
This is kind of the medical side, or injections that unfortunately have really not even been FDA approved for back pain, epidural injections, and then often unnecessary surgeries that we can really help people avoid. So it's pretty amazing technology, stuff that I never thought 30 years ago when we started that we'd be doing this kind of level of care, but it's remarkable how Disc Centers of America have kind of banded together. It's a group of doctors around the country. There's 200, I think now, Disc Centers of America, which are all inside of chiropractic offices that are kind of taking this treatment to that level. So it's pretty neat that I have colleagues around the country that are doing very similar things, and they're all having the same kind of success rate, very high.
So the majority of Americans have experienced back pain. It's like the number one complaint. How do you know if it's your discs that's causing your back pain?
That's a great question. So the gold standard that we focus on is MRI. So technology has helped us not only on the treatment side, but MRI is a great it's a study where we can view the disc. We can see exactly what level the disc problem is, whether it's a cervical disc or a lumbar disc. Is it L1? Is it L2? Is it L3? Is it L4? Is it L5? We can then target that specific disc. So the MRI can show us where the bulge or herniation or degeneration or spinal stenosis, those are other things that we're focusing on. But what can happen then is, with our technology, we have the most advanced decompression table. It's Acuspina, and that then we can change the level of the target for the disc. So the fifth lumbar, we might pull at 10 degrees, where like L2, L3, we might be at 20, 30 degrees. So that can then, we can target those specific discs, open up and create this vacuum phenomena where there's a pumping and a let off. It's very comfortable, very relaxing, creates a negative discal pressure, and then that is what pulls the herniations back into its more anatomical position where it belongs.
Yeah, we talk a lot about people timing surgery, right? Or I've got a bulging disc, this and that. I mean, the option to seek care outside of going under the knife, that has to be very intriguing to folks. But when you talk about like a rotator cuff, I talked to some people and they have some issues, and maybe they can't lift their arm above here, or if they were going to turn right here, they can't. And this is all part of that area that you're working on.
We can. I mean, it's not specific to disc right now, but it can be.
Yeah.
Because the nerve supply that comes out of the neck controls and coordinates all the function of the shoulder.
Right.
So was it the nerve supply that was compressed from the disc that caused the shoulder not to function properly, and then we got in a vulnerable position of a tear or something? But sometimes they're completely independent. Other times it can be really connected to the nerve supply.
How do you start? Because like Bart said, how do you know if it's what it is? What's the best way to seek treatment with you?
So we always do a complimentary consultation first, because we don't know if these people are going to qualify for the table or not. There's some contraindications, things like pacemaker, things like cancer, tumors, things like that. There's certain things that we can't do. Severe osteoporosis. So there's a few, not a lot, but a few things. So we would do a complimentary consultation and really kind of decide if we should go into a clinical exam. So then we go through a clinical exam, and so many times our testing just in the clinical exam leads us to, this is a high likelihood this is a disc problem, right? Not just an alignment problem, but a disc problem, right? And so once we do that, then most of the time we would order an MRI that's when we get the true diagnostic and we
Will
can really
Zalatoris.
target.
Will Zalatoris is a great
Will's-
example. Yeah.
He's out for the whole year with had back surgery yesterday.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it is debilitating, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it can, and sometimes it gets to that point. Not a lot. Most of the time we can do this non-surgically.
Yeah.
But there are certainly there's times when we need our neurosurgeons, we need those guys, and so we refer directly, to them if we're not the answer. Right.
Yeah, you work with a lot of athletes, and performance is key. And if you're not feeling right when you wake up in the morning or throughout the day, your performance, whether it's athletically or even at the job, is going to be poor.
Yeah, it's all based on performance, right? And if we can mechanically help them get into a position to then there's a rehabilitation, right? Because it's not just curing the disc, which it is curative. It rehydrates it, and we get more nutrients and glucose and oxygen into the disc with this technology. But then they've got to do their homework too, right? So they've got to do strengthening, they've got to do stretching, they've got to do things to protect it so that they don't have this thing return, right? Because it could if they bend wrong, if they lift wrong, if they're bending, twisting, lifting all at the same time with our back, not our legs.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we're training them to do to help them.
And you can get injuries from lifting a car seat, just walking around. You've probably had some from...
I smashed a box down with my foot.
And got hurt.
Hurt my back.
Yeah, so really anyone can get pain for no reason.
And that's like the straw that broke the camel's back, right? That wasn't probably the sole cause.
Right.
There was a lot leading up to that, and then just that little maneuver took us to that next level, right? So, unfortunately, when I was 20, I had disc issues. And that's really what got me into chiropractic.
Really? Wow.
So, thank God I was young enough, and chiropractic really helped me. But that disc still degenerated. So this technology it's helping me as well.
Yeah,
really
I've seen you move on the golf course. It's unbelievable. Let's see the swing. It's as good as they come. Doc Penn, as always, thank you so much for being with us. Looking forward to more visits and learning more about Disc Centers of America and your location in Jackson. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it.
Doc Penn
Thanks,
on
Bart.
The Morning Show. More right after this break.
Everybody's talking about Apricot Lane Boutique in Jackson's Blake Building. Our clothing is on trend, affordable, and ever-changing to ensure you walk away with something one of a kind. We provide forward trends with a classic style, with a curated collection of well-known brands mixed with new and up-and-coming ones, all of which are high-quality, stylish, and affordable. With limited quantities and new items arriving weekly, you are sure to walk away with something unique. Visit Apricot Lane Boutique Jackson today and step out in style tomorrow. Are you struggling with your mental health? We can help at Michigan Psychological Care, located in Jackson, Michigan. We are here to help strengthen your relationships, your interpersonal connections, and help you find yourself. With options of individual therapy, family and couples, group counseling, psychological evaluations, we are here to help with all your mental health needs. Contact us today to live the life you've always dreamed.
Are you feeling lucky in 2023? With the American One Credit Union Lucky 10 promotion, now through May 31st, we are drawing 2 winners per month to each win 3 loan payments. That's 10 winners total. You can earn an entry with a new or used auto loan or a refinance from another financial institution. For full details and to apply today, visit any branch location or AmericanOneCU.org. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The school health centers for the Center for Family Health are now all open to serve you. Parkside, Jackson High, Northeast, and Northwest, all open. The Center for Family Health has been opening the door to health care for all for more than 30 years.
There's a brand new store in downtown Brooklyn. Come to your effing senses. It's opening. And we have the co-owner, Amy Profit, and shop manager, Madison Dunlap. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
you for
It's
having us.
EFFIN, so you can say it.
EFF, how am I supposed to say it? Did I say it wrong?
You said it right.
Oh.
But you don't have to, like you did.
Oh.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I was just being silly. I was just being silly. So, exciting news. You guys go from opening during COVID to you're going to have a grand opening weekend at an actual store. Tell us how you got to that
Yes.
point.
Oh my gosh, it has just flown by. It's been amazing. We started in our basement and outgrew it in 3 months, and then we had a production site, which was a big deal for us.
Yeah.
And against my husband's wishes, I was like, let's do this thing. And so here we are, and we are having our grand opening on Friday, brick and mortar, downtown Brooklyn, and it's like a dream that's become a reality.
Tell us a little bit about what you do. You're going to be running the shop.
Yes, for the most part. I kind of do all the behind the scenes, all the fun stuff. I do all of our shipping and keep our inventory stocked, and that
Cool.
means telling Ron what to do, which is always my favorite part. And working with our retail partners, making sure they're all stocked to go, and kind of whatever they need me to do.
Cool.
So yeah.
And you guys with this grand opening, it won't just be candles. You guys have merch, stickers, and other stuff.
We are really trying to make it an experience and a destination in downtown Brooklyn that's different from everybody else. So we do have some local artists that we've highlighted, and then we also have some artists and talent from around the country that we've brought in their merchandise and their paintings and lots of other fun stuff that we're not going to divulge here. We're going to make people show up and check it out.
What about custom orders? Like if I wanted to get everyone a candle that told them they smelled like spit.
Well,
Can
that
you do
may
that?
not be popular, but we can do that. Yes, and in fact, I think a lot of people think we just do snarky things, but
Right.
we've done things for realtors and teachers
Sure.
and baby showers
showers.
and weddings. So the custom stuff is really fun. That's where it's at.
So what building are you in?
So we are right across from Callahan's. We're in the old chamber office. So the chamber's moved, and we've taken that spot next to Village Barber Shop, and we have new signage, everything. It's brand spanking new.
Jeez.
So what is it about your candles that has been so successful that you've now been able to open a brick and mortar?
You can
I
answer
think a
that.
lot of it is the names are obviously hilarious
Yeah.
and they make you laugh, and they're also like very high quality candles. My stepdad hand pours all the candles that you see, and he tests every single thing, so nothing goes out without his A-OK, and I help with all the quality checks, and the scents are strong, they smell good, we have a wide variety, and the names just kind of top it off. So.
Who comes up with all the names of the candles?
Our whole family.
Our family.
Okay.
This is kind of our crooked sense of humor. That's just how we
Does
work.
this kind of happen at the end of the night before everyone or is this throughout the day?
It's nonstop. We
Always.
have lists on our phones, and we just
Really?
keep going.
So, what's your favorite named candle that you can say on morning
That
television?
I can say. Okay, I'll have to think on that.
This one.
Yes,
Now, this is
yes.
a special feature for our grand opening. That mural that is done in our store by
Cool.
Daydreams by Paige has become a label.
That's very cool.
And that scent is avocado oil.
Yeah,
Avocado
olive.
olive.
Yes.
And it's incredible.
Avocado or
Olive.
avocado olive.
Yeah.
Olive.
It's kind of weird, but it's nice and clean.
Yeah, it's become very
So,
popular.
if you smell, is it true you smell 3-4 things, you can't smell anything anymore?
Yep, you get
It
some little
happens.
coffee beans and you sniff those, and that kind of clears your
Oh my
palate.
gosh.
And then you can smell again. And we have everything from what we call masculine scents to clean scents, fruity
We have
scents.
bakery scents.
Bakery
we have some
scents.
woodsy scents. I usually like the woodsy ones.
Yeah,
a
we
little bit
like
more.
those.
And I know you're very proud of being a veteran-built and woman-owned company.
We sure are. That's one of the
of the things that
This
makes
is a nice
us
one.
stand out.
Madison, are you part of the family?
Absolutely, I'm the daughter.
Oh.
I'm the oldest daughter.
Today she claims us. Someday she probably
Some
doesn't
days
want
I
anything
want
to
to
do.
sell them, but
So, tell us what it's like working in the candle business with family.
it's fun. I do work with my stepdad every day, so our dynamic is a little bit different than I think other people have, and I'm kind of like the ringleader of the circus at times between
Great way of putting it.
my mom and my stepdad, and my siblings come into play. My brother
Very
comes
cool.
and helps. So
Awesome.
Did you think this was ever going to turn into the full-time
No.
retail location?
No, and it's so we're so grateful. That's always the word that comes to mind. We're
Yeah.
we're effing grateful,
That's
and
awesome.
we love it. We have a lot of fun. We put the fun in dysfunction for sure.
So for the grand opening weekend, what's the best time to come?
all day long, it's going to be great.
If we could only come for an hour, when would be the best time to come?
I would say 10 a.m. Come
Yeah.
early. We have a lot of people that are already saying, "Oh, I want to grab this and that," and that's what
Okay.
our ribbon cutting is. So we're going to have drawings and giveaways all day long, but come early if you want to get in and get your goods.
Is the ribbon cutting on Friday or Saturday?
It's on Friday.
Friday, cool.
Yep.
Right at 10?
Right at 10.
Right at
Awesome.
10. No.
Coming in hot. Starting us strong.
Now you're wearing wearables. Will
We
you
have
some-
custom merch now. We've created shirts before, but
Yes.
this is a little
Mhm.
bit special. So the mural that is done by Daydreams by Paige, that's in our office space in our building, is now on a lot of our merch.
It's cool.
So that's on the back of these shirts, and they'll be available.
How many different flavor? You call them flavors?
Fragrances.
Fragrances.
I like flavors though. That's a decent.
Some people say
Good,
flavors.
yeah.
It's decent.
Taste them,
Yeah, I think we have around 50-ish year round, and then we have our spring summer collection. Then obviously our fall winter is a little bit of a heavier load because we have our Christmas collection, and
Mhm.
the fall scents are just better. So.
You would smell something like this at a as you walk into a Four Seasons or resort or something.
Oh,
This is very
yeah.
nice.
I like that.
Some
Yeah.
places like hotel chains, they have their signature smell.
Yeah, they do. I think you guys should contact some of the. This is good. This might be the walk-in.
What's the best Western signature smell?
I don't know. Smoke. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, these are really great.
Thank you. We're really
Avocado.
proud of them. Yep.
See, I didn't know avocado oil had a smell.
It's olive.
Avocado.
Avocado and olive.
We mix it up. It's
Yeah.
That's okay. It's going to stay with you, so you can get to smell it.
I'll have it with me all day.
Yeah, all day long.
So maybe you could
Maybe we
while
should-
you're getting ready in the morning, light the candle and then
Yeah,
you'll be
set the
smelling like
tone.
that all day.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah, get off to a fresh start.
That's a good one. I like it.
Well, we wish you the best success.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Exciting to see new businesses start, support local business, veteran and women owned, and right here in Jackson County in beautiful downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Amy Prophet and Madison Dunlap. More of the morning show right after this.
Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
I use my brain power to help kids realize theirs. I am Henry.
When Tyler got his new heart, ours became whole again. We are Henry.
I'm a bike rider and a rare cancer survivor. I am Henry.
I move patients from point A to point believe. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
I am Henry.
When you found your inner believer and all-around conqueror, you found your Henry.
The Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill has something for everyone. They offer a large menu with a variety of meals to choose from, including many Middle Eastern options, along with the everyday favorites. Enjoy live music and dancing, pool table, huge bar and large banquet hall, perfect for your next gathering, wedding reception, graduation party, and more. And don't miss Sunday brunch, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Experience a great night out at the Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill, located at 3705 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
Tecumseh Center for the Arts is celebrating 38 years of bringing high-caliber shows during our national touring season. You can also enjoy local talent and performing artists like Tecumseh Youth Theater, TCA Big Band, and Vocal Airs. Snacks and beverages are provided at each show with a great selection of spirits to make your night out more relaxing. TCA is the perfect venue for your wedding, event, or professional use. To find out about show dates or order tickets online, go to thetca.org, and remember, it's all here at Tecumseh Center for the Arts.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is imagining. Change is big, small, clean. Him, them, us, you. Together, we can bring clean energy to Michigan and protect the environment for generations to come. Learn about your clean energy choices and how you can become a force of change. consumersenergy.com/change.
Welcome to Columbia School District. Our STEM courses offer success through hands-on learning. Faculty members are caring educators who give each student the one-on-one attention they deserve. Our points
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Hope everyone has a wonderful afternoon with this beautiful weather we're having.
I have a great idea for you for a cereal bowl. I know you're a big cereal fan.
I am.
It's one of your late night snacks. How much would you pay for this beautiful, delicate porcelain bowl?
Well, is it from some type of war?
China. It's from China.
Like made in China?
China.
Or
China.
I wouldn't pay anything for that bowl.
Beijing.
I don't know. What's the bowl worth? Unless it was hand painted by a famous artist and I could sell it for money. I don't want the bowl.
Well, it was hand painted. It's only 4.5 inches in diameter. Yesterday, it sold for more than $25 million during a Chinese art sales auction in Hong Kong. Wow.
Didn't you see that at someone's house over the weekend?
25 million. That'd be insane
Jeez.
to pay that kind of money for that.
Brandon, you and I immediately hate those people, right?
I'm going to go through my silverware dishes, everything when I get home, see if something's worth it.
Yeah, just put it on eBay,
Put it on eBay,
with a ridiculous price.
Yeah.
That's, wow, 25 million. Fruity Pebbles would taste delicious out of that porcelain bowl.
Not dishwasher safe. So today, we'll see people playing pickleball.
Yeah, we will see people playing pickleball.
Where can you play pickleball? So this is their groundbreaking yesterday. Mike Way and Steve Shotwell and other members of the county parks.
And this is the pickleball board.
The new pickleball court that will be constructed at the Cascades where the tennis courts were.
That's right.
There's still remnants of the tennis courts. They're up behind Cascades Ice Cream Company.
Yeah, and if you're going to start playing pickleball, you better be ready because it's very, very intense.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, join us tomorrow. Dan Macknick, Doug Wilcoxon, Aaron Dimmick, and Sam Hunt on tomorrow's morning program.
Stay with us all day long because later today we have MDOT's Kelby Wallace, plus Jerry Jarzinka, Gary Schutte, Mayor Daniel Mahoney, Captain Kevin Hiller, Sergeant Tom Freeman, and Jenna Shemileski all lined up for this afternoon. We'll see you then.